What is up, foodie fam? I am Dean, owner creator of the Tailgate Foodie, and we are back this week. Normally we do mashup. We take the cuisines from each city of the Sunday night NFL game and we mash them together, make a killer recipe. We're changing it up today, mostly because it's Thanksgiving on Thursday. My family's weird as shit. I don't know if I've ever done a traditional Thanksgiving in my life. I really can't think of any time. We have some traditional foods, but mostly we just go off the rails and do whatever the hell we want. And it's really, really fun. This year, we're going traditional. We kind of talked, we decided, hey, let's do it, let's knock it out, see if we like it. So today's recipe is actually gonna be the opposite. I need to get my weird in. So we are taking some turkey, we're doing our own thing with it, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. Nashville hot turkey sandwich with dill pickle coleslaw. We're gonna be using Kickin Chicken. We're gonna be using White Lightning. It's a fantastic sandwich. And today, we're actually gonna smoke it. We're gonna smoke it at like 350. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. Let's do this. Cheers, happy Thanksgiving. And now, a word from our sponsors. This week's episode is brought to you by the Taste of America box. It is 6 regional flavors from throughout the US. We call it the founding flavors. The 6 seasonings are Cajun Creole, KC, Kansas City Barbecue, Southwest, that Kickin Chicken that I used during the video, Surf's Up Hawaiian Barbecue, and the seasoning I use most out of all seasonings that we have, Steakhouse. For Black Friday, for any Christmas deals, it's a great gift for you. Or if you feel like buying something for somebody else, we got you there too. Got a whole bunch of really awesome deals going on for the sauces and the seasoning boxes. So check us out. Back to the recipe. I keep on saying this because it remains true. This recipe is incredibly easy. There aren't that many ingredients, and they're not crazy ingredients either. Like, you can just run down to the grocery store and grab all these things. So first thing that you want to do, you want to get those breasts out of the package. You'll see that there's a huge tendon that runs down directly down the middle of it. So what you do is you grab it with a paper towel and you take a fork and you surround that tendon and you just run the fork right down. It basically splits the breast in half, which is totally fine because you get that chewy piece of shit out of there. With poultry, I love using a binder. I figured I was already using White Lightning for the coleslaw, and I've used White Lightning as a binder before, so hell, why not? Get those nice and coated, and the reason behind that binder is that Kickin Chicken, when we use it, or whatever seasoning you're using, it's gonna stick so well to that breast. I wanted mine to be a little bit on the spicier side, so I really coat these. I'm also smoking it, which increases the flavor even more. I'm probably a little bit closer to 1.5 tablespoons instead of a normal tablespoon per pound. We're gonna be smoking these at 300 degrees instead of 350. I changed it up a little bit because I didn't want them to dry out at 350. So I went down to 300. I think that was a really good decision. Gotta love Wisconsin in the winter. You're gonna get that basting sauce going, which is an absolute easy and an absolute must. Instead of using one of our barbecue sauces, I used a chili sauce, which is kind of like a ramped up version of ketchup, to be honest with you. Now to do the part of the sandwich that takes this over the top every time, the dill pickle coleslaw. And yeah, it's this easy. And yes, it is flavorful as all get out. I used a little bit of mayo because I wanted to thicken it up, and that just using the Alabama white sauce can keep it pretty thin. And then I dumped a crap load of dill pickle relish in there and used my industrial size apple cider vinegar, mixed that up nicely until it is evenly incorporated. Once you get that done and in the fridge, you're gonna wanna go out and you're gonna wanna baste your turkey breasts with that sauce we just made. It caramelizes so nicely with the chili sauce. That Nashville hot seasoning just has enough sugar in there to help with even more caramelization. You flip those, do it one more time. With how small these are, they're going to cook so quickly. I think these were on for about 45 minutes. You want that to tack up just a touch, and then save the rest of the sauce to put on the sandwich. As you can see here, the sauce got nice and tacky. It's not quite as much as a barbecue sauce, but it's close. These breasts were delicious. You want to chop them nice and small, so that way when you start eating and put them on your sandwich, they're just gonna fit perfectly. I've gotten way better at cutting. This definitely is not at 10x speed, trust me. Let's make this beautiful sandwich. For all the people that were complaining before about me not toasting my bun, look at that nice toasty bun. I decided to toast the bun this time because there isn't a whole lot of texture in this sandwich. Obviously the coleslaw is gonna add a touch, but it's nothing crazy. So I really wanted to add that nice crunchy bun. We're gonna throw the sandwich's little top hat on here, give it a nice little love tap, and then we're just gonna start munching. Yup. Seriously, look at this. Kickin Chicken is my favorite seasoning, and it's really not close. I like spicy, the sweetness it brings. The thing that takes this over the top, and always has with anything that I make the Nashville hot, and if I make the dill pickle coleslaw, that dill pickle slaw is the easiest thing that I make. You can let it rest in the fridge for about an hour like I did, or usually do. But the amount of dill pickle, the acid and everything that just goes perfectly with this Nashville hot turkey. You get the sweet, you get that nice big punch of vinegar that just helps so much with the flavor. I mean, this sandwich it's incredible. I need to make turkey way more often than just Thanksgiving. My family doesn't love spicy, so I can't do this on Thanksgiving itself. But hot damn, can I do it today. I know I talk about this all the time. One thing that we want to do for you guys is put out recipes that are easy. Not complicated, not time consuming. This is all of those things. You season your turkey. I used my smoker. Like I said, you can use your oven. This took less than an hour to cook. The slaw was in the fridge for a little bit less than an hour because I wanted to make the sandwich. Like, it's so fast, it's so easy. You're just putting things into a bowl, you're just seasoning your meat. And you would be, I mean, the flavors that you get from the sandwich are freaking insane. Just make this.